If I do have to say one thing about this place, the music is weird as heck. I mean, it's an improvement from Lavender Town, but I don't like it. So here in port 27, my sore throat is worse than yesterday, or worse than port 26. So just bear with me. It hurts to talk, but I'm out here, put my throat on the line, my comfort on the line to record this video for you guys. I'm not even entirely sure what floor I'm on. I believe I'm on floor 3. But I'm just going to walk around here for a while, and we're going to be taking on more Team Rocket trainers in part 27. Just doing more Silph Co work that I'm needed to take care of. So just keep heading up here. I don't believe there's anything else to do on this floor. No, I don't believe so. So we're going to head upstairs, get a good workout, don't take the elevator, and let's see what this guy has to say. Let's see what he has up his sleeves in turn of Pokemon. Intruder spotted. What are you going to do? Like, sound the alarm? I really don't know what he would do. I don't know how Pokemon fighting is solving this either. So I'm going to use Wing Attack on this Poison type. And Glare, thankfully, did not affect me because I do not want to be paralyzed right now. And ask me why Glare would equate to paralysis. I do not know the answer. So you get another Zubat in Team Rocket repertoire. And we have quite the number of items to acquire here in Silph Co, which would make sense considering Silph Co is the item-producing monopoly of the Kanto Pokemon world. And we actually have a Pokemon to get in here as well, which I probably would assume you know what that Pokemon is. Think of Union Cave. Think of every time you see a Pokemon Surf in the 1st and 2nd generation. Who are you? Sweet. I better tell the boss on the 11th floor. So, assuming that the boss would be on the highest floor in a certain area, the boss is on the 11th, and therefore we have 11 floors in this place, which is quite a number of floors. Team Rocket has taken command of Silph Co, considering the Pokemon Tower only has 7 floors, and that still seemed like a long place to go through. And I don't remember how many floors Team Rocket Hideout has in Celadon. I'm not going to check that right now. I'm just going to let that slide. And we're going to type match it up here. Take down Machop. Docile Machop. And his ribs showing on the outside. And another DROWZEE. Well, I guess I didn't see DROWZEE. I saw a HYPNO earlier. Hopefully he'll pump out the experience points for me as well. Headbutt. Better not take me down. Beautiful. Did not flinch. And there goes Anteater. So Big Bird should be up to level 45 anytime soon here. Arg, and that is going to be the benchmark where I'm going to switch out to Blastoise. Fwahaha, my boss has been after this place. I would be too. For the tunes here, I'd tell you. Turn on some elevator music. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but turn it on. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of this squeakiness of the 1st generation. That's so iconic of the 1st generation too. Show Team Rocket a little respect. How can I? You just like jack up different places. You take over, you take control. You like supposedly kill a Pokemon. How could I ever respect you? So I'm gonna Hyper Potion Big Bird back to life, which is probably a waste, but I'm not taking the risk that I don't take HYPNO out, and I definitely am not gonna take a HYPNO out in one hit, considering I didn't take out its lowly counterpart DROWZEE out in one hit. Oh yeah, that would have been a big mistake. So another Wing Attack. I guess I could Sand Attack. A very defensive-oriented HYPNO. And even a critical hit only does about 2/3 of the damage, so I'm going to use Quick Attack. Perfect time to use Quick Attack. And there goes HYPNO and about 1,000 experience points. Beautiful. Cough, cough. That's how I'm feeling right now. Which reminds me, Koffing evolves into Weezing. And that's kind of a precursor to some of this information you're going to read. It's a Pokemon report. 4 Pokemon evolve only when traded by link cable. There are different information, I don't know what to call them, chunks like that around here. It's a Pokemon report. Over 160 Pokemon techniques have been confirmed. I'm going to read the final one before I explain one of the reports to you. It's a Pokemon report. Pokemon Lab created Porygon, the first virtual reality Pokemon, then Porygon 2. Let's see if this is an employee. What? There shouldn't be any children here. Obviously not, because employees don't treat you like that. Here's that juggler that I referred to earlier. And a KADABRA. And I can't tell if he's holding his leg or what KADABRA's always holding there. So I'm going to fly this guy, physical type moves. Always dominate the special. Stud. KADABRA. And beautiful. Big Bird up to level 45. It's not going to learn a new move right now because it learned agility last time. And I'm going to bring out Blastoise just because it's a good time to do that. And Blastoise usually, traditionally, gets to the highest level first. And I'm just going to use Body Slam on this Mr. Mime. Marcel Marteau. And there goes Mr. Mime and the Juggler. Oh, goodness. You're only at 5th floor. It's a long way to my boss. Anyways, this report said there are 4 Pokemon that are evolved when traded. I have 2. Graveler to Golem, Machoke to Machamp, Gengar to, not Gengar, Haunter to Gengar, and, finally, what's his name? Shoot. We study Pokeball technology on this floor. And, crap. Why am I forgetting this? So there goes some Magneton bringing out. Oh, not what I meant to do. Instead, I'm just going to bring out Boulder for right now and just type match a little bit. What is that Pokemon's name? KADABRA. I just faced it. Jeez. KADABRA to Alakazam. So I'm going to use Earthquake. Might as well. Not going to use the Dig. Earthquake does have 100 power and 100 accuracy, which is awesome. Which makes sense though, considering Earthquake should always hit, unless it's a very, very small Earthquake, and that would be kind of puzzling if it was that small. And no Levitate for you, like I always say when I face a Koffing. And no Poison Gas for me, just dead for you. So Boulder's getting some complimentary experience points here. And there's this WEEZING that the Team Rocket member referenced before. WEEZING is a kind of a tank type Pokemon. Doesn't learn a great moveset, but it is a tank and it has great defense, good HP. So if you want it for that respect, by all means go ahead and get yourself a WEEZING. I'm just not a big fan of it. So we're gonna take down this final magnet and then move on to the next guy. So before we get another snide remark. So, dang blast it. Dang blast it. We worked on the ultimate Pokemon, which will catch anything. Okay, so I'm going to bring out Blastoise now. Speaking of blast it. Good call there, scientist. And face this final Team Rocket member that we can. I heard a kid was wandering around. He ain't just wandering. He ain't just wandering, he's dominating. There's a difference between wandering and dominating. I'm sure you don't know what it is though. So I'm going to throw out Ice Beam because I haven't used that quite yet. I don't believe I've used it on screen yet. Does a pretty good job, and it has frozen this Arbok. And I'm just going to use Bite here. I believe Arbok has pretty good defense, but critical hit. Beautiful job, Blastoise. And we can move on to the next 4 now. Boom. So you can probably tell most of the items that you're going to be able to get are only accessible through getting a card key. But we'll get to that point pretty soon here. And I'll be going using the warp tiles pretty soon as well. So there are a couple hidden items, and I forgot I needed to get that hidden item, the Hyper Potion hidden item, and there's a Max Potion hidden item. So I'm gonna go back to that. I forgot to do that for you guys. I forgot to check out my my sources, which I would not reveal. And I do have Blastoise in the lead now. I'm one of the 4 Rocket brothers. Great. Your name is Rocket though, so I can't really tell you apart. You all look the same. You got the same get up, the same whip. Be a little distinctive for once. So I might as well use Bite. Beautiful critical hit. That's one thing about Bite. Does have a good critical hit ratio. And now they're sending out MACHOP. Oh, how I do love you. But how I do hate you right now. And how Blastoise karate chopping me. How dare you. So bite you up. Goodbye. And I'm not exactly sure what animal. I'm kind of getting the inkling that it is a turtle. Flame out. Sure would have been appropriate, but I didn't use water moves. No matter, my brothers will avenge me. Oh dear, help me, please. Look at him, he's such a coward. That's pretty funny. There's always these, like, combative, they must have targeted Silph for our Pokemon products. There's always, like, a combative, partnership, relationship between, like, a male and a female in these games. The Rockets came over and took over the building, like the route north of Goldenrod. Team Rocket is trying to conquer the world with Pokemon. It's in the route north of Vermilion, which I find funny, being the third third city with a badge in it. So I don't know if they're trying to draw a parallel there. You dare betray Team Rocket, although you would typically be facing the Wimpy trainer, the Wimpy couple north of Goldenrod after acquiring the badge, while vice versa for Vermilion. So we got about 9 minutes left, halfway through here about, and should be getting Blastoise up to the next level pretty soon. And facing another Zubat here with no eyes. Does it always have no eyes in the anime as well? I've only seen a couple anime episodes, and I'm not really sure because Golbat has eyes. What happened to his eyes? So Perfect can use Ice Beam against a valiant opponent that looks disgusting. Your ice is nice and frozen. Your mouth is nice and frozen now. You traitor. How am I a traitor? I was never on your side. If you stand for justice, you betray evil. Well, that's the plan. And I don't believe there's an item. No. So I'm just going to keep heading along. Wasting some time here in the Silph Co. Plenty of items in there that I want to get later. So that's enough with this floor. Sick and tired of it. Face you. I'm one of the 4 Rocket Brothers, so we're halfway through the Rocket Brothers now. I can say halfway because we know this Rocket Grunt's going to be a pushover. And I could use my Ice Beam effectively, but I'm going to use a Bubble Beam instead. There we go. Goodbye, CUBONE. Go see your mother. That was very offensive. Level 43, beautiful. And I believe it has 2 more moves on its learn set, which would be Skull Bash, which I won't be getting, and Hydro Pump, which I'm planning on getting, unless something comes up. Eric, brothers, I lost. Doesn't matter, my brothers will repay the favor. Probably not. I'm just saying, probably not. Oh ho, I smell a little rat. Sounds like you're getting into like a children's song though. Oh, I wondered why. Smell through the Pokeballs. It smells so rancid, it just permeates the Pokeballs. I was expecting a quick attack there. Instead I used Body Slam, much quicker than quick attack, as we all don't know. And here comes Arbok. I'm gonna Body Slam this Cobra. See you later, sucker. Chop off your rattlesnake next time we meet. And here comes a Koffing. I'm not going to use a special type move. I'm just going to brute force it up with this Koffing. Use a critical hit. Blastoise is very apt to the critical hit, as I can tell right now. And it gives me another use to use Ice Beam now, which is in the running for a PP up, but kind of expecting to use that on like Fire Blast or Thunder or Hydro Pump. Let's see what you have to say. You won't find my boss just by scurrying around. You're right, I probably won't. But I don't scurry, I dominate. So I'm gonna head down this narrow hallway, if you want to call it a hallway. And we've come upon the first item, and look at who there, that's red. So we found calcium, which gives me the indication that I am on floor 7, so let me document that. Got our first item down, finally. Jeez, took me long enough, didn't it? So I'm gonna have to get the pen inked up there. And if I can ever make an X, there we go. So we're gonna fight this scientist now. You mistook me for a Silph worker. No, I just wanted some experience points, that's all I ask. And I can't tell if they're wearing a tie or not. That shadow dangling from the back of their coat, I guess it's just a coattail. And you want to take advantage of Electrode's low defense. Now it has a little bit higher defense. But I'm going to bite the bullet, bite the ball, and goodbye. So Mach, oh, I haven't seen a Mach in a while. It's a pretty, that's I think that's like the similar sprite to the one in second generation. I don't know if exactly the same one or not. Not a big deal. I wasn't gonna use. Oh, bite. I forgot. It doesn't take the last move. It just takes a random one. But good amount of experience points for me there, and already up to level 44, which is pretty surprising actually. I'm done. Yeah, you are. You're well done. Despite your age, you're a skilled trainer. Well, that's the first commendable comment and person that I've met or stumbled upon here in Silph Co, which is nice. It's refreshing. There is good in the world. And I'm going to head up to the 8th floor now. So, let's see what this guy, does he have anything right of him? No. That's as far as you'll go. Where? I go by the Pokemon Center. If I faint, nothing really bad happens. And that's the thing that's kind of disappointing about Pokemon games. You can never lose. You will win eventually. Well, that's why people love it. Because it doesn't require too much focus and penalty for losing. Even though if I were to faint any point, I would restart my game, because that is just not commendable. And that's not acceptable to even faint once, at least in my book. I don't know what your philosophy is, but if I faint against like Roxanne or something, 3rd gen, I'm done. Like, I need to start over. I cannot go on with that blemish. So critical hit, didn't need it. Take it though. And unfortunately we're gonna have to see a RATTATA. What am I on, Route 2 again? No. It's here in Saffron City. The gold shining prosperous city. Not enough grit. If you don't turn back, I'll call for backup. Huh. You used back twice in the same short sentence. It's overusage there. So there's a plant. And one more floor, and we got a hidden item. I'm gonna face a scientist. You're causing us problems. You're causing me problems. I mean, you're just sitting there. How can you be aiding the Team Rocket cause? Grimer's happy. Raise the roof. Body slam you into the ground. Your hands. You probably just broke your hands right there. All right, so Electrode, as you'd think, poor type matching, but once again, Electrode's poor learn set puts it at a disadvantage against a lot of types of Pokemon. Huh? I lost? So what do you think of Silph's building maze? I don't think too highly of it. It's kind of annoying me. You got the checkered floor here. So many trainers. I'm one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. I feel like I'm like skipping over items left and right, even though I'm not right now. WEEZING, and I hope you do understand my philosophy of going through here. I'm just taking all the trainers that I can before I use the warp tiles. That's it. Because I'm not too well versed in the warp tiles. I don't have that down pat, so I don't know if any of you guys do. I did paralyze a WEEZING. I don't know if I really ever paralyzed a WEEZING before. You better not poison me. You better not, thank you. Critical hit. Holla holla. No. You better not poison me. I'm not having it today. Good. So there goes WEEZING. Should be close to level 45. Or I'm getting ahead of myself just because I got to level 44 so darn quickly. So I'm going to Ice Beam, freeze this guy's mouth. See you later, GOLBAT. And level 45, so beautiful. I'm going to switch out to my boulder now. 3rd in line. And good type matching here, even though I don't want to type match. I'm just going to seismic toss him just because I feel like dropping bowling balls all up into his. And that only did about half damage that I want to. You better not poison my meatball. I don't want rotten meatballs. I want fresh, tasty meatballs. So that's it for part 27. Just more trainer battling. be moving up to, what is it, floor 9 in the next part, and moving on throughout the Silph Co. So see you guys later.